Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nikita Prokhorov, I'm a co-founder of Reputation House company. Our company is one of the leaders in online reputation management industry. How to deal with negativity online? There are 5 main strategies which should be accepted by you. First of all, you should accept negativity. Negativity is totally normal. Second one, as stronger your business, as higher quantity of negative mentions you will get, and it's totally normal. Number 3, it is vital to monitor all reviews and mentions about your brand online in a real-time mode, because monitoring of your brand will provide you with necessary information for your communication online. Number 4, pay attention to constructive negativity. If people send you some recommendations and even bad comments, maybe it will be useful for you, because you will always be able to find something useful for your brand, maybe new ideas for your products, maybe new strategies for your promotion. So not actually all bad comments will damage your business, some of them can improve your business. And number 5, define your tone of voice. You must create image of your brand. How is your brand looks like? Maybe it is positive, maybe it's polite or impolite, maybe even your support service will be rude with your clients. Anyway, your tone of voice must be accepted and must help your support service to follow one clear strategy in communication with people. Of course, you should communicate with negative mentions, but not with all of them. There are several parameters which will help you to ignore some negative mentions. Okay, we have 5 points, let's start. Let's start with accepting of your negativity. Actually, online negativity is totally normal. It's a part of your business game. As stronger your business, as higher number of competitors you will have, and as higher quantity of negative mentions you will have. You should always follow 2 main ideas. First, protecting of your brand, and number 2, protecting and help to your clients. Negative on internet can be very different. In most cases we recommend to focus on the constructive negative feedback and not wasting your time on effort to communicate with non-constructive feedback. For example, if people tell something rude like "I hate this shit" or "you are stupid", sometimes you shouldn't pay attention to them, because it will be wasting of your money. React to constructive feedback. What to do? A correct reaction process will not only increase the feeling of belonging and engagement of your clients. So I hope that now it's clear for you that huge quantity of negative can be totally normal for your business. If you are still afraid of negative comments, maybe even on your Instagram or maybe even in your Facebook, I will offer you one interesting idea. There is a real brand, and this brand gets 2,500 negative comments, unique negative comments, reviews, feedbacks every day. I really know these people, I know this brand, we have worked with them. Maybe the best marketers in the world work in this brand. And when I asked them, "Oh guys, how are you doing with such quantity of negative mentions?" they told me, "Nikita, actually we have expected much more." So don't be afraid, remember about this brand. Maybe now any negative mentions, even in your Facebook, will be okay for you. So it's clear. Let's continue. In the beginning I have mentioned monitoring of your mentions online. Maybe some of you have never heard about social listing services, and maybe some of you have never faced a real work with online reputation management. So what is monitoring? What is monitoring online? Actually, it's not something very complicated. There are specialized services which have been created to detect any mentions about brand online in a real-time mode. It's very necessary for your brand to use such service. I can explain you why. Unfortunately, many inexperienced marketers think that if people will try to communicate with you, if people will try to write something negative about you, they will tag you in Facebook, on Instagram, maybe somewhere on Google Maps. Actually not. These people will never tag you. If your customers tag you, it means that they really need your help. But most of them, especially your haters, trolls, they will never tag you in discussion and in comments, because they aim not to communicate with you. Their only target is to damage your brand. So how can we detect such mentions if people won't forward it to us? The only way how we can detect it is to use social monitoring system. First of all, these services are available for everybody. You can use it online. You can even monitor your mentions in our own application, Reputation House. Find it right now in App Store and in Google Play. The other thing you will need to do is to input keywords into this application. What are keywords? Keywords are name of your brand, your name, your surname, and any combination of words how people can try to mention you online. And right from this moment, our application or some other online reputation management services or social listening system will start to provide you with all mentions online in almost real-time mode. And yes, please always remember about two parameters. First of all, quantity of mentions and engagement of mentions. Actually, quantity of mentions is less important than engagement of messages. What does it mean? For example, somebody has posted 100 comments about you. Is it good or is it bad? Even if all of those comments are negative, they can be insufficient for our brand. How can we understand? Engagement. How many people have taken part in this discussion, maybe in these comments? How many likes? How many shares? How many reposts? How many re-forwarding of these messages to each other? So these are all about engagement. So engagement is always much more important than overall quantity of mentions. And yes, one more thing which I can offer to you. You should monitor not only your brand, you should always pay attention to quantity of mentions and a quantity of engagement about your competitors. Start monitoring your competitors right now, because this way you will be able to find maybe negative mentions, negative comments about your competitors, about your rivals. And sometimes all these people who has posted something negative about your competitors can become even your clients, because yes, you can send some offers for them. If these people have already posted something negative about your competitors, it means that they are already unhappy with your competitors, and maybe they will be happy if you will offer them to become your client. So try to send them specified, personalized offer right now. That's about monitoring. Well, we have passed 2 stages of working with negativity. Yes, as a matter of fact, it sounds very philosophical. You have already accepted your negativity, it's okay. You have started your work with social listening and social media monitoring systems. If you haven't started yet, I hope that you understand that it's very cool to work with social media monitoring system. What next? We have found something negative about you. Maybe bad comments, bad reviews, 1 or 2 stars ratings online. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it dangerous to your brand? Pay attention to constructive of negativity, because many authors of negative comments, negative feedbacks, they are not your enemies. Of course, they have already damaged reputation of your brand, but it's not the end. All these negative mentions can be very useful for your brand, because there are some people who know something about your brand much better than you. Not your rivals and not your parents, your real clients, because they have already used your product, they have already tested your services, and they know everything about your employees, your delivery, your quantity, your promotion, your advertising. You can use their opinion. Of course, they are unhappy with your brand, and maybe you have already lost them like a clients. But analyze this negativity. Maybe there will be some ideas. For example, you can offer them some discounts, and maybe your delivery system is really not as good as you have thought before, or maybe your support service employees are really rude with your clients. Start analyzing of your negativity right now. I have already mentioned in our previous section about monitoring system that you can monitor your rivals and your competitors. And now think about it. Maybe your competitors monitor you right now. Maybe they have already created a whole list of your unhappy clients, and they have already understood all disadvantages of your brand, all weaknesses of your brand. And yes, maybe they have already sent a personalized offer to all your unhappy clients. Do the same. Not all bad mentions, not all negative mentions are really dangerous for your brand. You can use the opinion of all these people. Next stage, define tone of voice for your brand. Of course, it's very easy just to ask your employees, start communicate with our clients. You will answer on phone calls, you will answer to our clients in WhatsApp, and you will answer to all emails. Okay, but how should they do it? Should they be polite or impolite? Should they be straightforward, direct in their communication, or they should hide some part of information in this communication? Maybe it's very clear for you, or it's very easy to communicate with people, but believe me, it's totally unclear and very complicated for your employees. Because yes, many marketers haven't even heard about tone of voice. What is tone of voice? If we want to sum up tone of voice is a clear image of your brand. How does it look like? Is it polite or impolite? Is it clear or unclear? Is it rude or maybe it's very cool for people? And yes, there is no one strategy for tone of voice. Each brand will create its own tone of voice. Sometimes it contains only one page, and I have seen only once a tone of voice which was presented in a huge tome. It was really book. And sometimes tone of voice contain even information. Will brand communicate with people or WhatsApp? Or people must call brand only with a classical phone? Will brand send pictures of happy kittens in a private messages to clients? Or brand will send only polite text and ask people for number of their order? So you should understand your clients. Who are they? Men, women, which ages, children or old people, which countries, which regions, which religions. There are huge quantity of parameters which should be assessed by you, and then you will create your clear tone of voice for people. To sum up, please don't be afraid of negative mentions. I understand that any negative information about your brand, about your project, and maybe even about yourself and about personal brand, it's not good for you. Actually, yes, I'm also very sad when I see bad reviews about our work and about maybe my profile in Instagram. And I hate reading bad comments for my videos in Instagram and in Facebook. It's okay, but you will always get negative comments. It's part of our work, it's part of our job, and yes, it's a part of your business. Please understand two ideas. First of all, if you have received some negative comments, it means only one thing. You have clients. My congratulations, you have already sold something to somebody. And number two, if you receive a huge amount of negative mentions, it means that your personal and corporate brand is very popular. So both ideas can strengthen your self-confidence. Good luck, everything will be cool. I'm with you, call me.